Hi y'all, I just wanted to show you a couple of things on this video about painting furniture for sale. First of all, I want you to know, for any of you who know me, you know that anyone can do this if I can do this, so there's no excuses. I am starting this project about midway through, and I'm up at the shop, so I'm painting live if anybody wants to drive by, which I think people are driving by at the shop. So anyway, I am going to start with this desk. It's kind of a piece. Let me show you real quick. It is a really neat sofa table or desk, have you? And I decided to paint it right where it was. I didn't want to go to a lot of trouble to move it. And so the first thing you would do is take off the hardware. So you see right here, I've taken off the hardware with the screwdriver, but actually I went ahead and used the drill. That's the cheap way, which is awesome. And here's the two drawers. And the reason I have these out separate is because I haven't decided definitively what I'm going to do with them, whether I am going to stain them or paint them the same color as the desk or sofa table. But I was feeling a little patriotic, so I went with the Maison Blanche paint here. The color is called Navy. Woohoo! Anyway, it's a really neat, rich paint line out of Fort Worth. We sell this here in our shop in Krum, and I just wanted to show you how easy it is to use this type of paint. Of course, it's really popular. It's called chalk paint, but we are on our second coat. I started with, hey Lainey, I miss you. I started with just a cheap brush. You can get these at Harbor Freight for like $1. And this is the 2-inch, which fits perfectly down in the little sample pot jar. That was the other thing I wanted to show y'all. Not only that it's so simple to use and do yourself, and that you cannot mess it up, but that this whole piece of furniture, the first coat, was completely done with, I didn't even use half of this little tiny jar. So a little tiny bit goes a very long ways. Now, sorry, I'm gonna take these gloves off so that I can handle the phone. Anyway, I just wanted to show you what the paint looks like on the inside of the jar. And I know colors can be deceiving. What you'll see and what you'll find when you do these is it'll go on the one color and then it darkens up as it dries, as most paints do. So you can see the original color in the jar. This is navy with Maison Blanche, and it went on and turned this color. Notice that I did really light strokes and I didn't worry about getting the entire piece completely covered, and that is key. I said you can't mess it up, but you know, there are some tips that can make it look better in the end than not. So with this, you'll see, you can still see the brush strokes in the piece like this. But that is the first coat. Now I just did that and it took about 20 minutes for me to put it on, and by that time it's already dry and I'm ready to do the second coat. So again, super easy. You can knock out a piece in one afternoon. Just gonna show you how it goes on. The second coat is where all the magic happens. So you'll see that I'm just gonna kind of go back over where I started. And the only other tip with the painting, besides you can't mess it up, is that you should try to kind of keep your strokes going in one direction. When you're putting the first coat on, it's not as important. You can kind of just do this, you know, just wherever, just to get it on. But it's nice on the second coat to keep it all in one direction. And this is going to be where you're going to get the solid, the solidness of your paint going. Now again, it's going on bright. It looks like it's bright navy blue, but once it dries, it's going to be a dark navy blue. when you're finished, and again, I wanted to tell you, I didn't prep this piece of furniture whatsoever. It came like this to me. It's got marks, it had stuff. I just wiped it off. Didn't have to sand it or anything like that to prep it. You just paint this paint directly on the piece of furniture that you want to restyle. And when you're finished painting the second coat, which I'm going to let you go when I paint the second coat, because I can do a lot of things at one time. I think I'm a multitasker, but I do this and talk at the same time. So when I'm finished, I'm going to show you again how you do the wax, because the wax is going to be the final step of the painting process, and it's going to be what seals the piece and makes it shiny and keeps it from getting the finger smudges and things like that on it when you get the kids around. And then I want to also show you what this looks like when I'm finished, because that's the exciting part. Anyway, I appreciate y'all checking in on this, and I will be back in just a few minutes and talk to you guys about the wax process. So it is about 3:30. Give me till 4, and that'll give this time, the second coat time, to dry, and then we'll do the wax. Talk to you later. Bye.